And welcome to Life in DNA with Amanda Renee. I'm glad you joined me today. If you like this video, please click the like button and please subscribe to my channel if you like watching my videos. Thanks. Today, I just had a few different things to go over. I wanted to use my new headphones I got for my birthday. I was just going to try them out doing this. With my little earbuds, I can usually hear everything that's going on outside of the bedroom when I'm recording, and I really love these. When I was cleaning the house yesterday, because I could actually vacuum and dust and do all the things I do without having to mess with the volume a lot, because it blocks out all the outside noise. So I thought, maybe since my kids aren't doing a whole lot, I would try these out and see how it goes. So far, so good. Just gonna give, let's see. That always goes off when I'm recording. A health update. I had to go get blood drawn so they can check my hormones. So by next week, I should know what my hormone levels are. I've had like a full cycle since I got off of the hormone medication, and so I'm curious to see what my hormone levels are. I'm getting that done through my regular just gynecologist, but I'm going to take those numbers to my new doctor and see what she has to say. She was wanting me to get a CT scan of my brain to try and see why I'm having headaches and get dizzy often and have memory issues. She wanted to kind of rule anything out there. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's nothing going on up there, but I'd like to rule that out if that's a concern too. But I got a call today that the insurance didn't approve it because they didn't have enough information. So I told them that, and they're going to get with them and try to get it approved and get me back on the schedule, because I was supposed to do that in a couple days. So hopefully this place, that's all they do is imaging, so I should be able to get in right away. So hopefully next Friday, if they can't get me back on for this Friday, then hopefully next Friday I'll get to do that and get that out of the way, because I'm ready to figure out why I have headaches and make them stop. Because especially after doing the diary, like the doctor I went and saw the other day, she told me to keep a diary of the headaches, and yeah, I have more days with them than without, and so I'd like to get them knocked out if I could. Let's see, what was the other thing? Oh, we had my birthday and my daughter's birthday this past week. I got to go up to my sister's. We all went up there. My dad was already going to be up there for a college basketball game that him and one of my sister and brother-in-laws and nieces were going to go to. And so we got to go up there Friday, and my dad and one sister and brother-in-law and my husband and I all went out to eat and had a couple drinks. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, actually. I had a blast. I got to wear my new dress and feel all cute, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. Dad bought us dinner. That was nice. Then we went to another place that was a restaurant with a bar and sat and talked and had a couple drinks. We were waiting on my other sister and her husband to come back from a work dinner and meet up with us. They eventually met up with us at the third place we went to, which is pretty cool. It's called the Patriarch in Edmond, and it's like an old 2-story, I don't know, kind of like a Victorian style house that they turned into this bar, and they have like, I don't even remember, my husband would probably know, a lot of beers on tap, and they have them all written on the wall, and so you can just tell them the number you want. I had a cider while I was there. It's like a blackberry cider. It was really good, but I don't drink beer, so the place was packed. The last time we went, there wasn't hardly anybody there, so we had it to ourselves. But this time, there was a lot of people, but nobody was outside because it was just a little chilly. And they had a big fire pit going, so we all went and sat out there, and we had it to ourselves until some old guy wearing a white Minnie Mouse bow on his head came and sat with us. And then we figured, we'll just take the celebration to my sister's house. And so we went back there and hung out till pretty late, but that was a lot of fun. And then the next day, my birthday was actually on Sunday, and that was Friday night. Saturday night, we all hung out at my sister's, and my other sister actually stayed, and my nieces stayed around to get to sing me happy birthday at midnight. So that was fun. And then yesterday, our daughter turned 14 yesterday, and she got to have 2 different parties because we went up there so that she could have a little party with her cousins, and that was fun. And then my sister that we were staying with, she took her shopping. I got to go too. So we went on a little shopping spree with her birthday money. She had a blast spending it. And then my dad and my third sister that lives here by me, she came over last night, and we had pizza, and she got to open her other presents. So we've been partying a lot. Our parties are fairly mild because it's all family, but it's been a lot of fun, and I'm also glad that they're over. We only have one more left, and that is our daughter's friend party. She didn't get to have one last year when she turned 13, and it just didn't work out timeline-wise with her friends, and so this year she's getting a bowling party with her friends to celebrate being a teenager, and after that, then we're done. So glad, because it is a long birthday season for us. Now it's just going to be parties and people who have birthdays that I don't have to plan for. I can just send them a card with some money in it and be good. And that's always nice. So I've been talking a lot about homeschooling lately, and I finally got to go over the new Masterbooks catalog last week, and so I wanted to point out some things, because there's some really exciting new stuff in there. Things that I really want to get, but I might have to earn enough points buying their curriculum to pay for it, or get online and start doing reviews, because you earn bonus points that way too with Masterbooks. So there's a lot of good new stuff in there. We had to actually split up last week's school and make it where it took us 2 weeks to do the 1 week. And doing school year round helps me get to do that sometimes. There are sometimes where you just have a couple of weeks that are really, really busy, and you don't really need to take 2 weeks off. Last week we were really busy the end of the week, and this week it was the beginning of the week. So we did school Monday through Wednesday last week, and then we're going to do school Wednesday through Friday, so that there was a little bit of catch-up time and overlap. But yeah, it helps to be able to split that up, and then we'll still be done with school by the end of June. I don't think there's very many weeks like that coming up, except for like when we go on vacation somewhere, and so hopefully we won't have too much of that to do. Let's see. So I was going to go through and talk about, because I know not everyone's watching on YouTube, some of you are on the podcast. There is a new book they have in under Bible and Culture. That's like a modern catechism, and I was just looking at this on Facebook. It popped up, and it looked like it would be really cool. honestly, I might suggest going through something like that at our church with like the youth group, or even like some of the young kids. I need to look into it and see kind of what the age is. And it's a non-denominational guide. But it says it's the modern Bible study resource is uniquely designed to guide individuals, families, and small groups into a deeper understanding of the scriptures. It has a Q&A format. So I think that would be interesting. And honestly, like, our church has a lot of new. We have people getting saved pretty much every Sunday. I mean, I don't want to like sound like I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just teaching the preschool, so it isn't anything to do with me. But our church really is great, and our pastor is awesome, and he does not hold back. Like, he will tell you how it is, and yeah, he's not gonna like pussyfoot around anything, which I love and appreciate, especially coming from the church I came from before, where everything was sugar coated and roses, and you couldn't actually, you weren't allowed to acknowledge any bad thing that happened in your life. Really, it had to be all, nothing goes wrong for Christians, everything's just fine and dandy, and we all know that life isn't like that. That Jesus even said in the Bible, life isn't going to be like that. So yeah. So I appreciate his candid way of talking to everyone and just kind of spelling it out. But like I said, we have a lot of new Christians in our church, so maybe a class like this would just be helpful to kind of get them like a firm foundation in what you believe. I think that would be neat. So I might bring that up at a staff meeting. And they have a solving the identity puzzle. And again, Masterbricks is a Christian company. And so, with all the stuff in the world, especially for teenagers, I think this is geared for 16 plus. All the confusion going on in the world with, who we are. I think that would be a really good one if you knew somebody that was struggling with something like that. And let's see. They've got a climate change for kids by Ken Ham. I love Ken Ham. And Instincts by Design. My daughter actually wants this book. It explores the biblical and scientific wonder behind the instincts within humans and animals. I think that would be super interesting. I love stuff like that. And then they have a new morning basket. I know a lot of people do morning baskets. We did one when they first came out and my kids were little, and it was okay, but like I said, my kids, they fuss and fight too much. They just wouldn't concentrate and sit still long enough. All they did was fuss, so I kind of did away with that. It's nice, and you see the little pictures of the homeschool families. They all sit around the mom, and she's reading them a story, and that's what I wanted for myself. But yeah, that's not what my kids let me have. So, and trust me, I would get onto them a lot, but one in particular is extremely strong-willed, so I finally was just like, okay, go do your own thing, and me and my son will just do school together. Because it's hard. They also had one for special needs. It was a special needs strategies book. I thought that was interesting. My kids don't struggle with that, but I do know a lot of kids that do. So that would be helpful. I know a lot of people ask about stuff like that in the Moms and Master Books Facebook group. So I'm sure that's going to go quickly. At Master Books, they like to have big books of something, different subjects. Like they have the soil, sea, and sky, the books that you can fold out, and they're like a colorful timeline with a lot of information. The kids love them, and they have several. But they have a new one that's the Big Book of Math. The history buff in me would kind of love to see that. But I'm not a huge fan of math. I can do it, and I'm fairly good at it. I just don't enjoy it. And they have a new handwriting one for first and second graders. My kids are past all that. I was trying to see because I know there was a lot of good stuff that was in here. And I need to get on, now that birthdays are done, I need to actually order next year's curriculum. I like to do that just so I know how much I'm spending. There's a new series called What a Character, and they are readers, and I am going to get these for my son. I told him he could pick one to start with so we can kind of see what they're like before I just order all of them. They're only $10.39 a piece, so that's not that bad, but with all the curriculum I have to order at once, I would rather just order one. So they have 4 different ones: Inventors and Scientists, America's War Heroes, Extraordinary Animal Heroes, and then America's Famous Spies. And of course, that's the one my son picked first. My daughter, even though she is going on 9th grade, she wanted to read the animals one. So I told her when I order it for my son, if he wants that one second, which I'm sure he would, then I'll let her read it. Let's see. I know I mentioned these last time, but my son wants to do the Vikings, the Viking realms. It's a geography, and we were looking at, because if you go on to masterbooks.com, you can actually look inside and it'll show you some of what the book is. And those geographies actually look pretty cool. I hadn't looked into any of them before, and Masterbooks kind of revised it and put it where it fits in with their schedule. They take anything they take like that, they put their own schedule in it, and they'll tweak some of the pictures of the workbooks and stuff to match kind of the rest of what they do. And so that one looked really interesting. I never got much geography when I was in public school, so I'm kind of excited to learn some of that along with them. I was just told to read the chapter, and then that was boring. This is a book I want for myself. Imagine that. There's always books I want for myself. And it's called Dinosaurs, Dragons, and the Bible. And my son is doing the paleontology course next year, and so I might get that to kind of read along with it. It says it's a one-of-a-kind Christian apologetics resource, sure to captivate families, scientists, historians, and theologians. And yeah, I'm interested in all of that, so I will be saving up for that one. Let's see, I know there was more. Oh yeah, I know I mentioned last time the Intro to Forensic Science, but I thought it was cute in the actual new catalog. They put a little note for the moms that said, P.S. Yes, Mom, it is 100% okay if you want to take this course for yourself. After all, why should the kids have all the fun? And my daughter even pointed out, oh my gosh, are you the one that commented on that? Because I definitely want to take that class. Actually, I could probably spend my little paycheck and get that if I wanted to. Let's see. I was trying to see if there was anything else. Nope, that was all the new stuff. So that was all that was in the new catalog. I've got to break down what each of the kids has to have, and then kind of add in what they want. My daughter especially, my son is like the least amount of school that we have to do. Yes, go with that. But my daughter, she's a little more like me, and she wants to read all the things and learn all the things. Even though she doesn't necessarily want to do all the work that goes with it, she wants to read all the information. So there were a few things that I told her, once I get the initial school curriculum, I will also get her a couple of the other things, and she can read them on the side. Maybe not necessarily have to do the work unless it's something that she can get a credit for towards high school. That was the other thing I was going to grab. I was going to grab the what was that called? Where you wrote down what the kids have taken. I didn't even see it in this one, but I know they have it. Yeah, I can't remember what that's called. See, the memory issues. This is why I need the brain scan. I can't remember anything. But yeah, their record. So the student record set, I was going to bring that in and show some of the pages, kind of what it looks like. I will try and remember to do that next time. I need to fill that out for my kids for this year. We're halfway through our school year. And so I need to fill some of that out and look ahead for my daughter. I mean, she's going to be in 9th grade. I have to start keeping track of credits and all of that fun stuff. So if anyone out there that's listening or watching has graduated a homeschool student and you have any tips for me, please email me or comment if you're on YouTube, and I will appreciate any help I can get, because it's a little intimidating, and I've still got 4 years to go, but it's intimidating to keep track of everything. Not that I can't do it. I'm confident that we'll get it done. It's just intimidating, that's all. But yeah, that's all I had for today. I will let you guys know what my hormone stuff look like. Hopefully this new doctor is going to help me with that and get me on some kind of bioidentical hormones if I need them, which I could 99.9% guarantee you that I do need something. And hopefully she will help me out with that. But I'll let you guys know, and if they reschedule my CT, y'all know how that goes too. It's a little scary, but I really don't think there's anything there. But nice to rule things out, and especially if insurance will pay for them. So yeah, that's all I have for today. But I will try to remember to bring that student record and actually remember what it's called next time. And I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm almost to double digits on subscribers, so help me out and get me to 10 whole subscribers. I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys. Bye.